Kiss 104. The Saturday Night Throwback Party is brought to you by Navy Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
All right, y'all, welcome back. You're inside the Throwback Party. Yours truly, Mitch Faulkner. And tonight, as usual, we have another guest. We have some guests in the studio. Now, one thing about this radio program, what we try to do is we try to identify, amplify, and bring on local talent in this city to give you an example of what's going on in the city. One thing I'm an advocate of, and everybody knows I'm all about live music and performing music and making music for real, for real. And tonight, we got some people in here that do exactly that. And they straight up in the ATL, so I want to make sure that that people get exposed about what they do, and trying to bring some live entertainment back to some of the venues here in the city. So anytime there's anybody performing live in this city that's from here, I like to make sure that get exposed. And so tonight, as usual, we're going to put somebody on Front Street. Tonight I want to say hello and welcome to the APX. It's actually Mr. D. Rhodes and Miss Erica Dawn Rhodes, and I understand you guys are a husband and wife team. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's so great to be here. Thank you guys so much for having us.
Well, welcome in. Welcome in. Now, first of all, are you originally from here? Where are you guys from?
I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan.
Okay, and how long you been here?
Since 94.
Okay, you almost a peach. She got about a couple more years. Get enough fuzz on you, gonna be a peach for real though.
And I'm pretty much a peach myself. Like I went to school here. I went to elementary school here.
Oh, well, you done, man. You done. You ATL, man.
I'm Atlanta.
So now, to get in your private business, did you meet her here, or how long you guys been married?
So this is our third year of a marriage right now, and
I was in Virginia at the time. I had took a hiatus to Virginia.
She likes to tell the story.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and so ironically enough, I was with a heavy touring private van, and I just took some time off, and right when I went to Virginia, he hits me up on Facebook. He just slides in the DM.
Is that what it is?
So we're
down with the DM.
Yeah, he tried to make it work related about music.
Yeah, well, I just want to talk to you about this music.
Right.
We are a product of the DM.
Well, whatever happens, it works because you guys are together.
Right.
That's right.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Now, in doing music, working together as a husband and wife team, what's that like? I mean, what's it like working together on your music?
It's beautiful, man. It's just like the chemistry is unbelievable between us. You know, like musically and in our marriage. We're basically two best friends working together.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you guys, you hear that, don't you, people? Okay. Just want everybody to know that it will work when the husband and wife are doing something common together. Thank you very much for exposing that.
Yes.
Now, you guys have any kids? You got family yet?
No
Nope,
kids.
Just a toy cockapoodle.
Okay.
Got a dog.
That's
Teddy.
all right. That's all right. Y'all got time. Y'all young, man.
Oh, yeah.
You got time, about 6 of them. Okay. But now, who was the driving force behind you guys working together? Is that something you just mutually agreed on, or was it his idea or your idea? Whose idea was it to work together?
It was actually her idea by way of a joke.
Yeah.
So she was she's always been singing, and I've always been playing and producing. But she was just joking one day. She was like, "Well, you got that other guitar sitting over there in the corner.
Right.
You don't never play it, this and that and the other. I might as well start picking it up, start playing." And then me just being a tourist, like
He was like, "Oh, it's gonna happen. This is happening."
I was like, "Okay, wait, no, that's a great idea. You're gonna learn how to play. We're gonna start doing this, you know." So
okay, well, let me tell everybody how this came about. A few weeks ago, I had a friend of mine in here by the name of Jason Orr, who's the the creator of the Funk Jazz Cafe.
Funk Jazz Cafe.
It just took the city by storm back in the 90s, and he's always been a progenitor of live music and making sure that people get exposed. So he introduced me to you guys via email, and I had a chance to look at the videos. I'm like, wow, this is simply really the coolest thing was watching you guys on the video and watching you guys work together on the music, and I thought that was really cool. You got a nice setup at your home, and but I wanted to make sure that we shared this with our audience. And, of course, the kind of music you guys were making was right down my street because, it's my music from back in the day. And then the kind of music you do is kind of reminiscent of what was happening in the 80s and 90s, musically speaking.
We cherish it, yes.
And I kind of feel like that's a real cool era to come from, musically speaking.
Yes.
Now, this first song we're going to play, we have an artist coming for our Flashback Festival on the 22nd, Miss Evelyn Champagne King, and you guys covered one of her songs.
Yes.
Yes.
And so maybe we may get you guys to meet her or something. I don't know. That's another story.
We've talked to her husband online already. So she's aware of us.
She commented on our videos and everything. We would love to meet her.
So what she say? Did she give you a thumbs up?
Oh yeah, she loved it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, you look a lot better than she do, but that's just me. I'm just gonna say that. But anyway,
that's good.
Shame on you.
The shade.
I just keep it real. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what's happening here. We have the APX in the studio. It's D. Rhodes and Erica Dawn Rhodes. They're the couple, musical couple, and the name of the group is APX. What does that mean?
After party experience. We're just the party everywhere we go. It's more than just a party. It's the after party. You know how the after party just turned up.
Yes. Yeah. And I've been in the business since I was 16, and I've never understood why you go to concerts and then if they have an after party, the party is more hype than the show.
Right.
And so why don't we just forget the show and just have the after party?
Yes.
That's what's up.
Exactly.
So you guys are the epitome of that. Okay. All right. For those of you driving around in your car, turn your radio up. It's about time for that. If you're at the house, you can put the keys down and sit back and check this out. This is APX, ladies and gentlemen. It is D. Rhodes and Erica Dawn Rhodes, and they're both playing and they're both singing. You guys check this out. Want you to know you heard it first here on KISS 104.1, Atlanta's best R&B and throwbacks. KISS 104.1, Atlanta's best R&B and throwbacks to the music of APX. D. Rhodes and Erica Dawn Rhodes putting it down for you. And with the Evelyn's Champagne King Classic. And, of course, Evelyn's going to be at the Flashback Festival coming up on August 12th. And I'm sure that if she heard that, she'd be like, okay, can y'all help me out on this date? But, man, that's fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Great music. For those of you just tuning in, I know you were listening to that song and nodding your head like you know what's going on. You didn't know. That was the APX putting it down for you. Now, as far as the music goes, what's your instrument of choice?
So I play keys and sax.
Okay, and what about you, D?
Guitar.
Erica, I'm sorry.
One and the same, maybe.
Okay.
Guitar, and I also like to finger drum.
Okay, and let people know what the guitar is.
It's actually a synthesizer, but it's been known as like Dookie Stick and different names to it.
George Duke. So
absolutely.
But yeah, that is the shoulder. Technical term for it is the shoulder synth that goes around your shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay, and you play it like a guitar, but it's actually a keyboard.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Now, what's the finger? The finger what?
It's finger drumming. So basically, we've also been endorsed by Native Instruments, and it's kind of like really popular in the hip hop world, especially in production world, where you do live production. So I like to implement finger drumming, on the machine live in front of an audience. Yeah.
Well, it sounds great.
Yes.
All right. For those of you listening, if you got any comments or questions for our artists, you can do that at 404-741-0104. That's the phone number, 404-741-0104. If you want to simply say hello to our guests. And as usual, what I usually try to do is give the audience an opportunity to interview you, and I just listen.
Oh, yeah.
So if you got any questions. But now, as far as Erica, for you in doing the instrumentation, how long have you been playing music?
Actually, 3 years. He started with me almost as soon as we met, and he was so talented that I was definitely intimidated because he's been playing since what, 2? He's been out in the game since 12 doing albums and stuff. So I definitely was intimidated, but he's a great teacher. Kind of like a nicer version of Ike. Wait, did I say that? No.
She had to put it out there.
Sensitive about it. He puts the pressure on me to get it right.
Okay.
But I like that. I like the push that he gives me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about it is, it's interesting. You guys picked that song to do, and I guess you guys had to be about 10 or 12 when that song came out. So what was the inspiration behind doing that track?
Oh, go ahead.
No, it was crazy. Is that it's crazy that we're on KISS 104.1 because I actually grew up listening to KISS 104.1 and the jazz stations because that's what I listened to. I was a jazz head. I was an old school head, and my parents and I, we were actually literally best friends when it came to music. Whereas a lot of people my age. They didn't really see eye to eye with music with them.
Well, I mean, nowadays you surely can't sit and listen to the music with the kids. I guarantee you that.
Exactly. So yeah. I'm in Love was actually to do the Evelyn Champagne King was actually Erica's idea, and when she told me about it, I'm like, yeah, let's do it, because because she, touched everybody's lives.
Absolutely.
And we had to pay respects to, those that came before us, and it's just what it's about. It's about exposing the newer generation to, another side of music that they might not currently know.
Okay. So. All right. Kiss 104. Hello. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Can you hear me?
On the mixer just went off. TC.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I already know that voice.
Turn your microphone on. Go ahead, sir. What's your name?
TC.
All right. Go right ahead.
Hey, I just want to comment on the last mix. I used to mix on live on the air when I worked in radio, and hey, that was tight.
Well, thank you. You got any questions
really
for our audience here?
Yeah, I mean, well, I used to mix back in the day. That's when I was at WCKX in Columbus, Ohio. Anyway, make a long story short, are you guys using Pro Tools to record that with? What's your mean?
We're using Logic Pro.
A lot of
okay.
Yeah.
Logic Pro?
Yeah, Logic Pro. Okay. Logic Pro and Machine. Native Instruments, so.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a Native Instruments myself because, I'm just archaic. I still got my 12 sitting in front of me.
Oh, yeah, you got to. Production is going into...
I can't get rid of them.
Don't get rid of it.
Yeah, no, production is going into a digital age, and definitely when it comes to doing digital production and digital music, Native Instruments is definitely where it's at. You know, I can vouch for them 100%,
Okay, because I like to make my own beats and stuff, so I think I'll do that. But hey, that was really tight, man. I was doing something in Mother's studio, and I have to turn the radio on. I said, that's Evelyn Champagne King. But wait a minute, that's Mitch, something else. That's tight. I said, let me turn Mitch on and see what's going on. But y'all got it going on. That's tight. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, man. And when you do it, get Massive by Native Instruments. That's the synth lord of digital stuff. So get Massive by Native Instruments, and that'll get you the right sounds that you need.
Okay, will do. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for calling, man.
All right, thank you for the call. All right, y'all, 404-741-0104. That's the phone number. We got another track lined up here for you. Now, I want you to tell me about this one. This is called Lose Yourself to the Groove. Tell me a little bit about this. This is the original song?
This is an original song. This is the new single off of our upcoming album called Electric Funk, which is coming out in about 2 weeks now.
Okay.
And this is the first single from it. We came up with the song at a party. It was one of her friends' parties, and we was just jamming to the DJ, and you know what? And we said, like, wait, we want to make a song that's like this,
that feels like
that
this.
Feels good. And I can't remember what they was playing. I think they was playing some Ketchinata, some stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, we got to do something like this for this album because we just want something that people could just hear, listen to, and just groove to right away. So that's hence to the title, Lose Yourself to the Groove. That's where it came from.
All right, y'all, turn this one up. Check it out. It is the APX live on the radio. D. Rhodes and Erica Dawn Rhodes debuting on Kiss 104.1, Atlanta's best R&B and throwbacks inside the Throwback Party. 404-741-0104. If you want to say hello, we want to say hello to you. 104.1, that's exactly what happened. We lost ourselves in the groove, y'all. That is the APX, D. Rhodes, and then also Miss Erica Dawn Rhodes. A nice song. And we were just talking. Now, in terms of how you produce, is that you playing the saxophone?
Yes, that's me playing sax.
Okay, so how did that come about? How did you learn the sax?
So I started playing sax when I was 10. Started playing keys. Keys is my main instrument. Started playing sax when I was 10. And I actually had a little help from a mentor of mine, a fellow by the name of Mike Phillips.
Wow.
Yeah, Mike Phillips mentored me for about a good 2 years, in between his tours. And he actually ended up giving me one of his saxophones. He gave me his saxophone that he recorded his whole second album with. And and I listened to a lot of Mike Phillips. I listened to a lot of Gerald Albright. I listened to a lot of but
that's one of the things we were just talking about. And of course, each time we have people here that are musicians and artists, I've had a chance to talk to Ryan Kilgore, who's a saxophonist with Stevie Wonder.
He's a good friend of mine. Yep.
And also Rick Fly. But they talk about how the fact that nowadays the music is being taken out of the schools in a lot of situations where kids don't get exposed to live instruments.
Right.
And then the thing that my dad used to tell us when we were growing up, that kids will want to be what they see. And so in his era, he was trying to control what we were exposed to, and of course he could do it easily back then. There was no internet.
Exactly.
And,
no distractions.
I'm going to tell my age, but there was no internet, no cell phones and all that, so he was actually regulating what we saw on TV and where we went and what we saw in terms of entertainment. But nowadays, the kids see the artists that they groove to, when they see them on TV or on YouTube, nobody's playing an instrument, you know. And it's like when you think about it now with the music, we have two musicians that I can think of that are actually charted at this point, which is John Legend and Alicia Keys. And but it's still not, you know, they both play keyboards, but it's not like you know, from my era growing up, it was everybody was playing instruments with bands. You know, everybody had a band. You know, you saw bass players and guitar players and horns and all of that stuff. You go to a concert, it was actually people up there sweating, getting it in. You know, as opposed to just walking around the stage holding their pants up and talking on the microphone. I'm just going to put it out there like it is. But the reality of it is I appreciate what you guys are doing and keeping the music alive in terms of actually performing live music. I see you guys have played at the Music Room. I'm familiar with that location. You got something coming up at the City Winery.
Yes, sir.
And what's the date on that?
So we're going to be at the City Winery on July 19th. It's a Wednesday.
Okay.
We got our friend DJ Daryl here who's going to be supporting us and doing some live funk. Live funk vinyl sets before we go live, and then our actual show starts at 8:30.
Okay.
Doors open at 6, and they can get their tickets from citywinery.com/Atlanta, or they can go to our website and get it from there as well. So,
All right, y'all check it out. We got folks on the phone for you. Kiss 104. Hello. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Mitch, how you doing? It's John Davis, calling from Monroe.
What's going on, John?
Hey, man, things looking good, my brother. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you very much, man. Say hello to our guest today.
Hello, how you doing? I'm John Davis. Welcome to Atlanta.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I can't complain. If you don't, I won't. I heard you say something about George Duke. Can I get a replay about that?
Yes. Yeah, he's saying that the instrument that they were playing is the keytar, which is like the instrument that George Duke used on the Dookie Stick album.
Okay.
You know, it looks like a keyboard, but it swings on your neck like a guitar.
Yes.
Okay, I have a question, Mitch. If you can, I have a favorite song by George Duke. He's gone but not forgotten. And a song called Sweet Baby. If you can do that.
Okay.
I sure appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah.
And again, happy holidays to y'all.
All right, thank you.
All right, Mitch, take care.
All right,
Thank you.
Kiss 104, hello, what's your name? Where are you calling from? Can you hear me? Kiss 104, hello, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Marcel Francois.
Yeah, what's your name?
Marcel Francois.
Okay, go right ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say, first of all, I love instruments. Could you hear me real good?
You can hear you great. Go ahead.
I just want to say I love instrument, and I just want to say the sound y'all have is about to change the universe, because I could see y'all branching into hip-hop, because you got to understand, what made Michael Jackson different, you seen all these instruments, he had to hit all the right notes, and y'all hitting all the right notes. And I got a song, it's called Rolling in Miami. I'm a young artist, and I would love in the future y'all go looking in YouTube. It's called Rolling in Miami, and I just want to change the universe, and I hear the sound of the future, and I just want to tell y'all both talented. And I heard about the line you say about the nice Ike. I just hope he don't be nowhere like Ike in the future.
No.
Not the physical side. I had to worry about her abusing me.
Wait a minute now.
I'd be the one. I'd be the one in the hospital.
Right, eat the cake, dude.
Y'all think
like the end of the movie.
Y'all think I'm joking? She's like trained. She's trained. She's a trained martial artist, so I'm the one who got to work.
Pie.
That's what she said.
I just want to say I wish y'all the best, and not just in music, but in your relationship, because together y'all brains, like the spirit that connect together with y'all, that's what make the music touch souls, and y'all have to stay in the same zone. No, don't let the money, the fame, none of that get to y'all, because at the end of the day, God has put the future in our hands right now, and I hear it in you, and y'all got it. And so wish y'all the best. Remember my song, Rolling in Miami, and YouTube.
Hey,
love y'all. God bless y'all.
Send it to us. We're on Instagram all the time, so go to our Instagram, the APX Music, and send us a DM.
Yeah,
and
we'll check everything all the time.
All right, and I want to go to your concert too. When is it, for the audience could hear again?
It's Wednesday, July 19th, and it's at the City Winery, Atlanta.
All All right, take care.
And we're encouraging everybody to get their tickets now online because they are going fast. So you need to get your tickets online at citywinery.com/Atlanta.
Say it one more time. I don't think some people didn't hear it. Say it one more time.
He didn't hear it. That's what it was. Go ahead.
citywinery.com/Atlanta. And our show is July 19th, and just go online and reserve your tickets now because we want to make sure everybody can get in, get a seat, and enjoy the show.
All right, we'll do that, and wish y'all the best, and continue making the world a better place with the sound of more positive music than negative, because you know the instrument control back in the days, you see in Africa, the music means something, the lyrics, the beat, everything means something. So continue bringing that good, righteous soul music to our heart, because we need it. You see how corrupt the world is, you know?
Yes.
That's right. Spoken to a true Liberian.
All right.
God bless.
God bless you.
All right, thank you. All right, y'all, when we come back, we're going to talk to the DJ, Mr. D over there, and find out what's up with him. And we have APX in the studio, local group who's putting it down, musically speaking. You got more of your favorites coming up. Plus, a little bit later on, I got a 4-pack of tickets to Six Flags over Georgia, so keep your radio locked in for your chance to win. Here on KISS 104.1, Atlanta's best R&B and throwback.
Atlanta, are you ready for Flashback 2017?
I have not missed a one.
Prepare for
And Six Flags over Georgia.
Throwback Saturday night. Let's do it. Your KISS 104.
All right, y'all, welcome back. You're inside the Throwback Party. Yours truly, Mitch Faulkner. My guest today is the APX. It's a musical group. It's a husband and wife team. We're talking about Mr. D. Rhodes and also Erica Dawn Rhodes, for those who are just tuning in. And we've played some of their music so far. We got another track we're going to play before they get out of here. But a couple of questions before we get to that. What has been the most interesting live set you guys have performed at?
It was definitely
the music room.
Yeah, music room.
Yeah,
because that was kind of like our debut.
That was our major debut. That was our first debut, and I was nervous as I don't know what.
Well, you know, the people who was there, they was probably nervous too. Yeah. So, but let me ask you this: when you perform, do people dance and party, or do they sit and watch?
It's a party.
It's a must.
And you know, even though City Winery is sit and watch type of place, we're actually bringing something different this time around.
Okay,
and we're bringing favorites and jams and new music, and everybody that's coming out,
we want them to stand up and party.
Just bring your dancing shoes, because we expect to be dancing, expect to be out of your seat, even though it's going to be a seat. We don't expect you to use it. It's going to be dancing. We're gonna jam out. It's gonna be like a night off, from the regular mainstream worries. Like when you walk into our show, we don't want you worried about anything else.
No, I understand that. Now tell us a little bit about your DJ. Introduce this man over here.
All right.
What's good?
So we got Daryl. He doesn't like to be called DJ Daryl.
Nah, because I look at Mitch. I look at more as Mitch as like a DJ, man. Mitch, you're the man. You set the tempo and the play for me. Pretty much, I do all vinyl, funk, boogie, soul sets, and I cater into the spirit of what Mitch did and does. Mitch has always been that person for me, and I say that because Mitch is in my bio. Literally, I put
that's gangster.
You are in my bio. You and Derek Johnson, and I respected you guys so much for the vibe that you guys always created, and I always try to bring that type of vibe to the people now.
Well, I respect what you guys do. People call us DJs, and just to give y'all some history, the term DJ came up back in around 1939 and 1940 when they first started playing recorded music on the radio.
Yes.
Because radio used to be all live. Everything was live up until like 1939 or 1940, and they started playing records. And the people that was playing records, they were playing 45s. If Erica, you don't know what I'm talking about. So they're playing 45s, and so they were like they called themselves disc jockeys, because when they played the songs, they talked and had a lot to say before the song started to sing. So you're like riding on the music, and so it came with that term, disc jockey.
Disc jockey.
But now the thing about it is, DJ has turned into an actual term of endearment for me because we're considered radio announcers. Loosely, they call us disc jockeys. We don't play disc anymore. But DJs, in the term of what we use it now for, you guys are like musicians. You're magicians to me because you can take 2 records and put them together and make them work.
Right.
I mean, how do you do that, Daryl? I mean, what's up with that? I mean, as far as sitting down, what's the prep process of listening to music and figuring out what songs you can put together?
Well, you know, it's a lot of studying and learning the music. You got to know what you're playing. It's just like playing an instrument. You got to know chord changes. You got to know when that bridge is coming in. I mean, you got to remember when we were kids, to the bridge, you know. Once you hear to the bridge, you better know what that is. So I take that and I just ride the feeling and I just ride the wave and hopefully that conveys in everything that I do when it comes to sharing this funk.
Right. Well, now, what do you do inside of this show? And since you said that's your DJ, how do you incorporate that into the show?
Well, this is going to be beautiful at the City Winery because we're gonna give an hour funk set, funk, boogie, soul, and then we're going to turn around and they're going to come out and they're going to bring it in and we just might do something that we just might mesh together. You just never know. That's why you got to come out to the City Winery.
All right, y'all got to check it out. All right, y'all, we got one more song we're going to play from the APX. It's called, this one is called, what's the name?
This is our remix to Guilty. We did a cover of Guilty by Yarbrough and Peoples, which is another group that we take after a lot.
Right. All right, y'all, check it out. This is Kiss 104.1, Atlanta's best R&B and throwbacks. Also want to give a shout out to my big bro all the way in from Houston, Texas, Mr. Jay DeLay. Another guy to do what I do, talk on the radio and make a whole lot of noise. What's up with you?
You're so sweet.
Wow. That's all I got to say, y'all. Check it out. It's the music of APX, and the name of the song is Guilty. Wow.
Yes.
That was awesome. Now, in terms of putting the songs together, so how do you guys determine? Because like when you're saying, okay, we're gonna cover this song,
right? And
but who says yes and no, and what's the how does it get to the final decision?
It's both and both. It's like, oh no, you go ahead, baby. You go ahead.
Yeah. Basically, it has to be that we both agree on it. There can't be like one side is like, oh, this is a jam, we gonna do it. Like no Debo. It's like we both have to agree. Yeah.
Now, your DJ over here was talking about some of the songs they can mix in there. What were some of the tracks you said you could mix on top of that one?
Oh, I heard Sheila in that. I heard Alexander O'Neal, Innocent. It was, we heard all kind of Mars Day and the Time in here. Lit it up. Oh man.
Yes,
so many jams.
Give it up. I forgot about that.
And that's just what we want to do with this Electric Funk album that's coming out called Electric Funk. We just want to bring that feeling that you would get if you know when you first hear the songs,
right.
Or back in the day, like I was back in the day. I'm talking like I was back in the day. But, I wasn't there. But that feeling that you get when you first hear them songs and you just want to just turn it up in your car, just drive to it and just roll to it. That's what Electric Funk. That's what Electric Funk is. That's what the album's going to be. And we just represent positivity. That's what we're representing in this album. We're representing everything that our marriage stands for, everything that our music stands for. You know, we got a couple songs on there. We definitely gonna make sure you get a few of them, Mitch. We got a song called Spontaneous on there. That's really that kind of harnesses the old Prince Vanity 6 Minneapolis sound.
Okay.
You know, we got a brand new song on there called Digital Lover. That's a nice one that you know where she still gets a little sassy on it. It's a lot going on with this album, man, and we're so excited to be sharing it in just a few weeks. And you know, if you come out to City Winery on Wednesday, July 19th, you guys will be the first people to hear it. Atlanta, you guys will be the first. You know, this is our hometown, so we got to make it big, you know, here and do something for the city. So, you know, definitely come out, check it out, and share in the enjoy
enthusiasm.
Enjoy these songs with us.
We're too excited to talk. Yes.
Okay, but I want to thank you guys for coming to share with us today.
Oh yeah,
and
thank you.
Look forward to having you back as the music progresses. Want to keep up with you and see what you're doing. And for those you listening, we are talking with the APX is the name of the group. It's D Rhodes and Erica Dawn Rhodes. It's a husband and wife team, and you guys are doing some great music together.
Thank you.
The other thing is, just on an appreciation point, I want to say that I appreciate what you're doing because, again, we talk about music. The live execution of music is kind of going away.
Yeah.
And what I do with this show is try to expose the great talent that we have. This city has a wealth of talent.
It does.
And,
it does.
And people, those live bands playing at some of the various locations, I would love to see more happen. And, of course, that's my vision and my hope and desire in terms of being able to go out and party and watch somebody perform and party and dance while the people are performing. A lot of times I go to shows and people get so awe-inspired. They're standing there watching people perform. It's like, why don't you dance?
Right.
But sometimes it's just overwhelming. Your senses overwhelmed. It's like, wow, they're doing that right now.
Exactly.
You stand there nodding your head. Why don't you just go and break it down and dance? But they're scared they're going to miss something if they're going to watch. But thank you again for keeping the music alive. And it's good to be, I don't know how old you are, but you guys look like you're a lot younger than me. And I appreciate that, the fact that you guys are making great music. And you're making music that I can play for my mom if she was still living. And I'm sure that's an important factor for a lot of people because some of this music that's out here now that our young folks are listening to is a little bit on the other side of the fence. I mean, I have no idea why, but it is what it is. Daryl, thank you too, man, for coming to hang out with us tonight.
Man, I love you, Mitch, man. I'm just happy to be here with you, man.
Hey, it's just,
and the APX, I love them too. I just love everybody.
We love you too.
Yeah, we love you
it's
too.
It's love in the
man.
room.
All right.
Absolutely. Hold on, let's see what we got here. Kiss 104. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Mitch, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
All right.
And I was just calling to let you know I got my divorce.
You did?
Uh-oh.
Well, that's
yes.
Well, I'm glad you did that. I'm hoping the other person is happy too.
Well, I like to see the look on his face when he get the papers.
Well, I don't know if you want to see that or not. That may not be a pleasant experience, but congratulations to you and him both. But thank you for the phone call. And again, but as it relates to the music, we look forward to seeing you guys perform. Anytime you're out there, let me know, and I'll put it out there and let people know. But you're going to be at the City Winery on the 19th of July. And for those of you who haven't been to that venue, you got to check it out. I've seen the SOS band down there. I've seen Charlie Singleton. I've seen Regina Troop.
Too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And also Norman Connors a few weeks ago. Great venue. So you got to get down and check it out.
citywinery.com/Atlanta. And we encourage everybody to try to get your tickets as soon as possible because they're going fast and we want everybody to be able to get in.
Okay. I got one more round of questions for you guys. Can you hang out with me for a few moments?
No problem.
All right. You guys keep it locked in. Plus, coming up, I'll give you a chance to win a 4-pack of tickets to Six Flags over Georgia. I know y'all want to go, so keep it here for your chance to call in and win. On Kiss 104, Atlanta's best R&B and throwbacks.
Your Kiss 104. This is your Kiss 104.
It's a good radio station. I like it.
It's our generation. And this is your music.
I love Shredder.
By Navy Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
All right, y'all, welcome back. You're inside the Throwback Party. Yours truly, Mitch Faulkner. And in the studio, before my guests leave, I got one more song I want to play from them. But just to get y'all ready, before you go, you got to do your shout-outs. So make sure you get your list together. Because you know how it happens. If you leave the radio station and your folks like, okay, so you was down there for a whole hour. You ain't say my name? What's up? You know, so you got to get your names ready. Now, before you go, this next song we're going to play is Don't Stop the Music. From Yarbrough and Peoples. How long did it take y'all to put these together when you hear a song like that and you want to adapt it to your style? How long does that take?
Not too long.
Yeah. When it comes to the remixes,
we feel it.
Yeah, it takes maybe a day, maybe 2 days at most to get it together.
So now going back and after you do it and you're like, oh man, that was good, but it'd be better if I did this. I mean, how many times you go back?
Not really a lot.
We don't do it a lot because
we play it on the TV, we play it in the car, we play it in our headphones, about 3 different headphones, and then we're good to go. If something's bothering us, we'll go back. But usually it's just in the passion, it's in the moment because we live it in our household. Literally, the speakers throughout the house, it's always playing 80s or 80s videos or something. So we live it. We about this life. So
we do all of our own mastering and we just it doesn't really take long because the more you do it, the more comfortable you get at it too. So that's
we're talking with the APX, which is Erica Dawn Rhodes and D Rhodes, and the final question for both of you. We'll start with Erica. Erica, if you had 30 minutes to spend with anybody in the music business, dead or alive, who would it be?
Rick James.
Okay. What about you, D?
George Duke.
Okay, why Rick James for you?
Well, because he was. I'm a rock and roller. That's what I started out as is doing rock, and he was like the first artist, I have to say, him and Cameo. That I just felt like, man, they're artists and they don't care. Like they put it out there, and Rick was about that funk, and he didn't make any apologies, and I love that about him. Like I was about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And why George Duke?
So George Duke I always looked up to George Duke growing up, and I actually got the chance to meet George Duke when I was about 8 years old. My folks took me to one of his concerts, and we got to get backstage and meet him. And George Duke told me. He told me, man, you are a one-man band, and you keep doing that, you know, because at the time I was already doing my music, so you know, my folks would, you know, they saw that and they kept me around that type of stuff, and George Duke was just one of the people that I just really gravitated towards his music, starting with this, you know, Snapshot album, and just listening to it from there. You know, I was a big smooth jazz guy.
Well, you know, it's interesting where people come in with artists that have a long legacy. You said Snapshot. I came in with George Duke when it was when he was doing the Herbie Hancock stuff. It was like Mr. Hands and all of that, and it was like a whole different vibe. And then his music progressed all up until he passed away. Okay, Daryl, what about you? If you had 30 minutes to spend with somebody alive or deceased in the music business, who would it be?
Randy Mueller, just because of his work with Brass Construction and his work with Sky and his work with Funk Deluxe. And man, it's just his mind was so like musically inclined that I would love to sit down and just to pick his brain.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you all for coming. And so Daryl, we'll start with you. You got some shout outs for your people?
I want to just shout out my daughter Gloria, my mother Debbie, my father Eric Smith, and my aunt Brenda Smith, who used to work for Warner Brothers for years and years. And
that's your auntie?
That's my auntie. So
man, I know Miss Brenda.
I know you do. That's that lineage.
My people right there.
I wanted to make sure I got that in there.
Hey, Brenda. Okay, go ahead, D.
All right, so I guess we're gonna do ours together.
Well, I want to shout out to our other DJ Bronze. They couldn't be here today. We love our DJs. Also, Ali, our songwriter, our main songwriter, Ali Music, and a shout out to our parents, of course. My dad, God rest his soul. He was a drummer, and he exposed me to everything. And my mom, vinyl collector, music major. So I have to shout out to her as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to like all of our supporters that's here in Atlanta, in the city that's coming out. If I can think of any by name, Chelsea, of course. All of our friends, Chelsea, Jason Orr, of course.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Jason has been making stuff happen ever since we met him, and we thank God for him, and we thank God for the whole Funk Jazz Cafe movement. And if you guys definitely go check out Funk Jazz Cafe, the documentary that's coming out. It is a big deal. It's a big deal. So we got Jason, a friend John Miro. I'm just thinking about the people that was at the show. my brother T definitely, of course, because last time he was like, man, I don't get a shout out. I'm blood. I'm family.
There you go.
Best friend that survived cancer in less than a year, doing it naturally. Definitely my friend Valerie.
Yes.
Okay.
She's a soldier. She beat
my
cancer.
hero.
She beat it.
Well, thank you guys for coming down, and again, thanks to Jason for alerting me to your talent. You guys are wonderful. We've been talking with the APX, ladies and gentlemen, Miss D Rhodes, Mr. D Rhodes, and Miss Erica Dawn Rhodes. And we're gonna play on the way out. We got one of your other songs, which is one of my favorites from Yarborough and Peoples. It's called "Don't Stop the Music," and it's always great when you hear that song. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Don't stop the music. We know the song, right?
You know the song.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Thank you. You're listening to the Throwback Party on KISS 104 with the APX. Thank you guys for coming.
No problem.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.